Unity of the Huachucas presents Reverend Donna Smith.
Expectancy of Good.
So as the song says, expectancy of good is going to happen. But why do we always put so much on ourselves? Oh, I don't deserve it, I'm not worthy, blah, blah, blah. You hear the story. It's not even true. It's not even a true story. Because we are promised all of our good. Spirit doesn't want us to be bonded. It doesn't want us to live in bondage. It doesn't want us to have nothing. Spirit wants us to have everything that we deserve. We just have to look inside and say, what is that? What is that for me? What does that look like? What does that feel like? What does it feel like to be blah, 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 whatever it is that you're expecting? Because when we plant those seeds of good, it's just like, it's all going to come to us. But if you're planting seeds of bad, that's going to come too. So it's just getting ourselves into that place of feeling I'm deserving, I am worthy, and I know I deserve all my good. Because we all do. But we have to decide for ourselves, what does that look like? What does it feel like? What it can be, what it can't be, what it doesn't want in your life. What don't you want? That's just as important as what you do want. What don't you want in your life? I don't want to experience sadness. I don't want to experience depression. I don't want to be without money or food or a place to live. All of that. It's all the expectancy. But turn it around and say, this is what it looks like. This is what I want to fill my bowl up with, is all this wonderful good, all this great food and organic food, and living a life that I can travel or go places that I want to go, or be the person that I want to be, have the job that I want to have. We can have that, but we have to put ourselves in a place of fully present with ourselves, forgiving ourselves of the past and knowing that the future and now, it's going to be different. It's going to be different. So when we settle in to say, I'm expecting my good, it will come. When we settle in to say, I'm no longer living in bondage, I'm living in freedom, whatever that bondage looked like, let it go. Wash it away. Pack it up. Mail it to somebody else. Give it away. Because that's not how God wants us to be. That's not how Spirit wants us to live. Spirit wants us to have the best and fullest and happiest lives, filling up the abundance in every area of our life, not just one area, or you can only have this. No, you can have everything in every area of your life. You just have to decide what that looks like. Who knows what is going to come into your life? But putting it out to the universe saying, I would like to have whatever it is. I don't know what package it's going to come in, but this is what I would like to have in my life. And it shows up in a brighter package than you could ever think of. It shows up as something that you weren't even expecting. It shows up because this is what Spirit knows that you deserve. Even when you don't think you do. You have to let go of the past. We drag this past with us saying, this is what's happened to me before, this is what's happened to me before. Let it go. Let it find its own path somewhere else. Because we are perfect just as we are. And when we embrace that, when we embrace our perfection, when we embrace that we deserve our good, when we embrace all of that good stuff, that's when good comes into our life. But you can embrace bad. You see people talking about, oh, I this, that, you know, and you're like, you're bringing that in. You're affirming that in your life. I don't want that in my life. I don't want any of that. I don't want any bad stuff in my life. Already had enough. Already been there, done that, got the t-shirt one or two times. And I'm sure we all have. But when we sit with ourselves and know that I can have a better life just by saying and putting into the universe and doing my prayer work and doing my spiritual work and saying, this is what I'm going to practice. It's a practice. I know I'm experiencing my good every single day, whatever that looks like. Whether it's a package that shows up, a puppy that comes up to you, or someone that smiles at you, that's your good. Because you know there's a lot of grumpy people out there. So we have to change that. We have to also be the good. I smile at the clerks. I say hello. How are you doing? What's happening? So it can make their lives better. Because their life in the grocery store is not a fun life, I'm sure. There are some people that come through and just don't make life easy. So we get to make it better. We get to live a life that fills us with overflowing of goodness, whatever that looks like. But you have to affirm it. You have to know it. You have to let go of what it's going to look like. It's like Christmas. You don't know what your Christmas packages are going to look like. You don't know how they're going to be wrapped. It's the same thing when you're expecting your good. You don't know what package it's going to come in. But whatever package it's going to come in, it's going to be better than what you ever thought it to be. Better. Because that's what God wants to give us. Not the used package, not the leftover package, not the one he pulled out of the garbage, not any of that. We don't deserve garbage, we deserve our good. And our good is better than that. So sink in, dive in, and really feel, what is it that I want? Health, happiness, new car, new house, traveling, whatever it is, that's what I want to feel. That's what I want to experience. Because that's what I deserve. And when we get it, that we deserve it, it comes to us freely. It's amazing how many things have happened in my life just by saying, you know, I know that's going to happen. I know we're going to do that. Or we just go, what happens if we're going to do da-da-da-da-da? Go look it up. There it is. Things have just unfolded graciously, easily. And that's how it's supposed to be. When you're expecting your good, it's supposed to be easy. If you want that in your life, well, happy for you, but that's not what I want. I don't want all that drama and trauma and stuff. I want the good stuff, whatever that looks like, for me. It's not the same for each one of us. It's always different. We all have visions and dreams, and whatever that looks like for us, that's exactly what it's supposed to be for us. The dreams of travel, the dreams of whatever it is you want. Just know that you are deserving. Just know that it's going to come into your life. You just don't know what package it's going to come in. You don't know even what it's going to look like. You might go to the grocery store and something unfolds right then and there. Or you get an email. Or you get a letter. Here, blah, blah, blah. It's just amazing when you let go of I'm not deserving and embrace I am deserving. What comes in? That's the expectancy. Seeing ourselves in a better place, however that looks like, however that feels like. You have to feel it as well. So when you sit in meditation and you're thinking, I want to be on this cruise, I'm leaving on Saturday, and we're going to be in the veranda suite, and we're going to be out on the ocean for 12 days. I feel it. I know it. I know it's coming. Because I can go the other way. Oh, you know, there's so many people on the wait list, and we're not going to Not doing it. No, that's not how I live my life. My life is so much different. And when we embrace that, it's like Dr. Wayne Dyer said all the time, change your thinking, you're going to change your life. Once you change your thinking into an expecting good, that's what comes. There's enough bad in the world that we don't have to expect bad. There's enough stuff on TV that we see that we don't have to even, one more time, this and this and this. There's too much good for us to embrace the bad. There's too much out there to serve our highest and best, to embrace the bad. I had enough bad. The news is bad enough. The news will just overflow you with bad. And so then you have to turn that around as well and say, well, my prayer list just got real long. And so I'm expecting good for all of these people that are experiencing that. And it changes for them. They don't know. You don't know. But you are changed because you're saying to them, I'm expecting the best. It changes our thoughts. It changes our brain. It changes everything in our lives. Our lives become better, more fulfilled, richer, just by saying, I'm experiencing all my good and I'm not embracing the bad. I am not going to live in bondage. I'm going to live in freedom, whatever that looks like. I'm not going to live without. I'm going to have all my good stuff in my life, whatever it looks like. And it's not the same for everybody. It's all different. Nobody has the same color house. Nobody has the same furniture. Nobody has the same dishes. It's the same with our thoughts. This is what I want to experience, and it looks like this. And it comes to us. And we let go of all of that old stories that show up. You just say, take a hike. I don't need to hear you anymore. Heal all of that. I don't need that in my life. And I'm healing it. I'm letting go. It is not for me to embrace anymore. And it's amazing how things change. And life changes enormously. It changes because you've changed. You've changed the outlook of what you want for yourself. You've changed what your family members are, whatever, and I'm going this way. And that's what changes us. Because we change how we feel about ourselves. We change how we think about ourselves. We change. They may not change, but we do. And when we change for our good, that's when life changes for us. And it doesn't have to be this big dramatic thing. It can be something small. Start with something small and then it grows. Start with this and then it grows. Because when you're planting the seeds in your garden, you want them to grow for your highest and best. Weeds are going to grow. You pull them out, you let them go. Weeds grow. We have weeds. In the desert, we have weeds. So we just pull them out and toss them. Yeah, you're not in my garden today. So that's what expectancy of good is all about. Is expecting good in our lives. Expecting our lives to change. Expecting freedom to come. Expecting it. Knowing it. Feeling it. And that's the experience that changes. And people around us are going, what's happening in your life? You're doing this and you're doing that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm done with bondage. I'm done with that old stuff. I don't want it in my life. And I let it go. And EFT, that's one of the things that we talk about is when we're tapping, we're saying, I know I'm experiencing this now, but I'm letting it go. And it's amazing what happens in our bodies. It just shifts immediately. The moment you say, I let it go, it's gone. You're like, oh, why haven't I been doing that right along? I should have been doing this all my life. But now we get to do it now. It starts now. Fully present with ourselves now. I am experiencing my good. I know my life is better. I know I can have all that I desire. Because I put it out to spirit. There's an unlimited supply. It's like a big old warehouse waiting for you to show up like a Costco in the sky. Show up, go shopping, fill up your cart, and then you go home all happy. Have you seen anybody leave Costco sad? No. They're happy. That's exactly what you got to do. Fill up that cart. Yeah, I'm going to have this. I'm going to have that. I'm going to have all my good. Then I'm going to go home happy. And I unpack it and, wow, look at this package. Look at that. Look at this. My life is so amazing. That's what we get to do for ourselves. That's what we get to affirm every single moment of every day. When things look bad, you're like, that's not me. I'm not accepting that. I'm going to Costco and get this. I'm going to aisle 36. I know I can get on my good. Yes. That's the way it is with our spiritual lives. In our spiritual practice, knowing that we are worthy, deserving, and just expected, it happens. And it happens in a major way. I've seen it happen in so many lives just by saying, I let go. And I embrace what God has for me. And it changes immediately. The color changes, the body changes, the body language changes. That's what we embrace. I'm here to stand up tall and be accounted for. I know I'm only 5'2", but I can stand like 6 foot. But that's what we do for ourselves. Because it has to start here. Then when we have family members who can't seem to get that, we have the conversation. This is how you can change your life. Just expect the good. Just expect what good is coming into your lives. Knowing that it's going to change. Knowing that it's going to be better. Because that's what God wants our lives to look like. You didn't see Jesus standing on Sermon on the Mount saying, all right, sorry to tell you, but you're not going to have a very good life from here on out. It's just going to be... I don't think he taught us that. He taught us to be the best that we could be. Embrace all of our good. Know that it's what we're deserving, because that's what God wants for us. He wants us to have all of it. He wants us to have a happy life. He wants us to be, or she wants us to be, the best we can be. And when we feel that, I'm being the best I can be, I'm having a great life, then life is good. When you let go, I'm letting go. I don't need all of that. There's enough bad out there. I'm not hanging on to that. But you see people hang on to those pieces like it's their teddy bear. It's like, yeah, I don't want that. I need a better teddy bear. I'll go get a moose. We have moose in our house. Lots of moose. But it's that changing of who we are and what we want that makes it different. And in our prayer work, that's how we have to do it. This is what I'm expecting. This is what I want in my life. This is what I am knowing is coming into my life. I just don't know when or what it looks like. In our daily prayer work, in our meditation, in the books we read, in the things that we think. Because there's enough junk and we don't need more junk in our house. We just don't. Not our spiritual house, not our mental house, not our emotional, not our physical. We want to have the best life. And we can have it if we just let go and embrace our beauty, our personalities, what we have to offer. I'm an artist. I'm a writer. I didn't write, but now I am, and I'm doing this, but wow, that's amazing. And like it said, try different things. Try something new. I went kayaking and I had no idea it was going to be as amazing as it was. I'd done a little bit, but doing it out on the ocean is a little different. And you're like out there. And the experience is even better and better and better. And that's what expectancy of good is all about. It gets better and better and more firm. The good is coming into our lives. The more we affirm, it's right here. It's right here. It's not out there. It's right here. Put it in your bag. Take it with you. Put it in your life. Take it with you. And let go of all the other stuff. Because it's not doing you any good. And it won't do you any good. Expect the good. And let go of the icky stuff. Just let it go. It's not worth hanging on to. And especially when you get older, you realize, man, I've been hanging on to some stuff for a long time. I went to Goodwill with 8 carloads of stuff. I don't need it. It doesn't serve me. And when you let go and let God show you what the good looks like, it is amazing. It is so amazing. And it feels so good. And our life is so much better. And that's what we want in our lives. A better life. A happier life. More fulfilled life. Because we can embrace all that other stuff too. But it doesn't serve us at all. It's not good for us. It ages us. It gives us all kinds of weird diseases. When we affirm, I have a sister-in-law that is a hypochondriac. If you tell her that you have one surgery, she's had it, but worse. You're like, I wouldn't want that in my life. And there's people out there that want to embrace that. I don't know why. But that's what their life is. It's pretty miserable. And you see the misery on their face. It's written all over the face. But when you let go of that, your light comes through. Your energy comes through. You just brighten up and you look like the radiant light of God. And that's what we want in our lives. That's what we need in our lives. The expectancy of all the good that's coming into our lives. And that's what's amazing. It truly is. So let go of the other stuff. Embrace all the good. And know that you are deserving, worthy, all those good words. And just let go of what people have said. Because expectancy is expected from Spirit to us. God wants us to have the good. And that's what we have to do. God wants us to have all the good in our lives, not the bad. And that's the practice we need to practice. So I challenge you this week to go do your Costco hunting. Fill up your baskets with all the good that you want and let go of that. And I'm so grateful for being here today. Thank you so much. Thank you.